Hey everyone, we're here for a Magic Origins draft. This is a pretty good pack. The rare Alhameret is a pretty sweet card. Once you get to 7, it does a pretty good job of generating a very good advantage. Can be hard to beat if you resolve it. 7 is a lot, it's a pretty fast format. Leaf Gilder is sweet. It would definitely be my pick over Elvish Visionary, pack 1, pick 1. And Fetid Imp is another option. But yeah, I'll just take Alhameret. I think it's close between Alhameret and Leaf Gilder. I guess if I take Leaf Gilder, there's a chance I could wheel one of these other cards, like Might of the Masses or something. But I think I'll take Alhameret. I'm not super confident that that's the correct pick, but I think there's probably a pretty good chance. It's probably good in blue-white flyers, probably fine in blue-black control, and I'll play it in, blue-red or ramp into it in blue-green. Here, there's a common missing out of the pack, which doesn't tell us much because it's not a super strong pack. I'm happy playing many of these cards. Angel's Tomb is a card that's confused me a lot in this format. Sometimes it feels just like really hard to even beat that card. It's impossible to remove outside of like one of the 5 mana black spells. But it's also terrible at blocking, which can really be costly. Throwing Knife is a little worse than I originally thought it was, but it's sweet with flyers and it's colorless, so that might be the pick. Probably the best common is maybe like Llanowar Empath. Also Aspiring Aeronaut could be a consideration since I already have a blue card and it's like a flyer. But yeah, I'll just take this Throwing Knife. It's gonna get played in any deck I draft, and it doesn't commit me to another color. Alright, here the best card is gonna be Topin Freeblade. So there's a rare and uncommon missing from the pack. So again, it's not really a ton signaling wise, like those could both have been, white cards, some white rare and a Knightly Valor or something, but yeah, Topin Freeblade is the best card in the pack by, I guess, a lot actually, and I don't really care much at all about staying on blue. Like Alhameret is probably not even really, not even really a bomb, so it's not like I need to stick with it. So I'll take Topin Freeblade. I'm happy right now playing neither white nor blue, but both of these are pretty sweet. Alright, so a couple decent ones here. Shambling Ghoul is a pretty good 2-drop, so is Timberpack Wolf. And the Lightning Javelin is like a pretty strong removal spell. Can be good in like a white-red aggro deck. It's gonna be a non-white, non-blue card. I'm not taking Mighty Leap or Artificer's Epiphany. Probably we'll just take Lightning Javelin. It's the best card in the pack. Yeah. But yeah, worth noting the best cards are all Jund, so there's a good chance I end up in at least one of those colors. Alright, well, still not seeing any good blue or white cards. Scrapskin Drake is pretty terrible in this format. Like, it's almost like a 23rd card that you only want in aggro decks. Necromantic Summons is, like, I guess probably the best card. I mean, I guess Elvish Visionary is the best card. Dragon Powder kind of sucks. I mean, I hate having my first 5 picks come in 4 different colors, but I don't want to take Veteran Sidearm. Hydrolash is fine. And it kind of allows me to play Alhameret. I've had good experiences with Hydrolash, but I'll just take Elvish Visionary here. It's possible I should take Necromantic Summons, but... Alright, so more good artifact cards, which is kind of a blessing considering I really want to get playables, and I can't really get signals yet as to what colors are open. Yevva's Force Mage may indicate that green is going to come to me. And Water Courser is a pretty sweet blue card. There was a good blue card last pack too in Hydro Lash. Good is maybe generous, but I don't really care about taking Water Courser. I think Rune Servitor is probably just better anyway. And again, I don't really feel like taking the Angel's Tomb here because I might end up being like a blue-black control, in which case I can't even play Angel's Tomb. It's really important to get 2-drops in this format, and I will definitely get to play Rune Servitor. Here, it's starting to look like blue is open, so I'll probably get to play my Alhameret along with one of these other 3 colored cards. But I'm going to take Foundry. Theoretically, it helps us stay open, but I think it's also just a better card than Aeronaut or Clash of Wills. Like, it only costs 2 mana more than Aeronaut, and it's the same card, but also it taps for mana. And Clash of Wills I just haven't been that impressed with. Like, it's fine, I'll play one main deck. It's not very good. Alright, so this Bounding Crisis could be a pretty nice maneuver. I do think blue is going to be open in pack 3, and you know, we saw a couple green cards too. If I don't take Bounding Crisis, then I would take Enshrouding Mist. And that could be fine too. Like, blue-white is a lot better than blue-green. But yeah, I think I'll take this Bounding Crisis. Like, it's not a tragedy if I end up blue-white and don't have that Enshrouding Mist. Alright, well, this is pretty confusing. No green cards here, no blue cards here. The best card by a lot is black. I guess Amperin Tactician is pretty sweet too, but maybe I'll just take Guardian Automaton. It's playable, and I get to wait a little longer to see what colors I'm in. I mean, it's looking like black and white are open, so I might want to be blue-white, in which case Amperin Tactician is better, but Automaton is fine. Also, I know that I'm going to end up with a lot of artifacts in my deck, so maybe blue-red could be good. I'll take this Meteorite here. Again, like, it's playable. Veteran Sidearm is a little bit better, but it's only good in specific types of decks. And I already have an equipment that does a similar thing. Alright, I'll take the Screeching Scab. Blue is most likely to be my color, and you need 2-drops. Alchemist Vial, also consideration. Yotox, Infernal Scarring, also both vaguely playable. Here, the only card I actually like here is Negate, but maybe I should just take this white card in case I need playables. Yeah, I'll just take this. It's looking like blue-white is my most likely color combination. And I wield the Hydro Lash. I actually like that card fine. Okay, so that was a weird pack. I didn't really see much red. I doubt I'll be playing that. Black seemed open, but I didn't take a single black card. I think I'm most likely to be blue-white or blue-green. Well, there's Languish. Yeah. I think probably I'll just take that Languish and be blue-black control. I don't have any black cards, so if I cut all these, what's my deck looking like? I have 6 playables, 7 playables, but I mean, Languish is one of the best cards in the set. Yeah, that seems like that's probably where I should be. If I don't take Languish, I could take this Consul's Lieutenant, which is also really sweet, or Suppression Bonds. Yeah, I guess Bonds is better than Lieutenant. Yeah, this is tough. If I don't get much blue in this pack, that could be a problem. I might not get blue or black. But I think Languish is probably the pick here. Yeah, it's either Languish or Bonds. If I get Bonds, I get back that Token Free Blade, but I think a Languish is better than a Token Free Blade and the Bonds. Alright, this is pretty good. Again, there's a Bonds, but I mean, Void Mage is very good. It's not as good in a controlling deck, but it's just a very good card. It can help, you know, slow down your opponent. Yeah, I mean, it's possible I'm passing on some pretty sweet white, and I might end up in like blue-white, in which case suppression pawns. Well, Void Mage is probably almost as good anyway. I'm not 100% committed to playing this Languish right now. Alright, well... this is not a very exciting pack for me. No blue main deckable cards. The best card is probably Thopter Engineer. Celestial Flare is probably the second best card. And it's not like the ship is totally sailed. I'm playing like they're white-blue or white-black or something like that. I do think, I mean, I guess I think I'll just take this Nantuko Husk, like, it's a playable black card, I guess. That's the game plan. It's not very good in blue-black control. Also, neither is Throwing Knife. Maybe I should just take the Celestial Flare and leave open my options. This draft could potentially get wrecked, but okay. Well, there's a Possessed Scab. That is pretty sweet. The cards here I'm considering are Scab or Totem Guide Heartbeast. Totem Guide is sweet in blue-white. You usually end up with some sort of like enchantment removal you can go get, but I guess I just take Possessed Scab. I don't feel super optimistic that I'm going to get a lot of sweet blue and black cards in this pack. Hopefully blue is open from this direction and then black is open in pack 3. But yeah, I mean, getting to buy back Languish is pretty sweet. Hopefully I can pick up like a Reeve Soul. Alright, there's Claustrophobia. That's very promising. So I'll slam that and confirm sort of that blue is my main color. Other option could be Shadows of the Past, which is really sweet. I've really grown to like that card a lot. It sometimes just is really impossible to beat. Like, if you just get it down to where it's a board stall and neither player has cards in hand, they're not going to really beat Shadows of the Past, but Claustrophobia is better anyway. Alright, well, here's a Cleric of the Forward Order. This kind of just makes me want to be blue, white. I'm definitely blue at this point. If I wanted to definitely play this Languish and Scab, like I could take a Weight of the Underworld, but that's just not very good. I'll take this Cleric. I mean, maybe I regret that, but... Alright, and here I'll take a Water Courser. It's just a fine dork to hold the ground while I either build towards the Languish or attack in the air with flyers. Yeah, I still only have 2 black cards. Like, I'm probably just blue-white. Which is a little problematic because I don't think I'm going to get a ton of white in pack 3. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I can just take blue cards throughout the rest of this pack and see where that goes. No, this is not a very good pack. The only cards I'm like excited to play are like Subterranean Scout and Warhorn. And it's really pushing the definition of excited. I guess I'll just take a Bone to Ash, which I can either main deck if I really need to, or sideboard. Yeah, I don't need a second heavy infantry. If that's my deck, it's gonna be grim. Here I can just take a Crowan Jailer. It's a main deckable card, and I'm most likely to be blue-white. Again, negate for the sideboard isn't the worst, but alright, Disperse. That's pretty good in blue-white tempo. Not good in blue-black control. Worth noting. Also, my Throwing Knife is just a lot better in blue-white. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's gonna happen. I'll put a Night Snare in the sideboard in case I end up doing that plan, like needing to find scrap for playables for a blue-black control deck. And I'll take a Maritime Guard. I have only 3 2-drops, so I don't like playing that card, but I also don't really want a Veteran Sidearm. Okay. Well, okay, so I'm base blue, and then the first 2 picks of this pack should determine whether I'm blue, white, or blue, black. I think black is going to be more open in this pack, and Languish is still a pretty big payoff. But I do have kind of the essentials I need for a blue-white tempo deck. Well, here's Thunderclap Wyvern. So that's starting to look pretty good. I actually don't have very many flyers yet, which makes that card a lot worse. There's also some chance that wheels, but not much of a chance. That card's really good. So yeah, I think I'll just take this Wyvern and, you know, hope I can get enough blue cards and a couple white cards in this pack to have the deck come together. But I'm not very excited about this deck. It was kind of hard figuring out what was open in pack 1, and then pack 2, there just weren't a ton of good cards. We kind of meandered around a little bit. Alright, well, there's a Thopter Spy Network. That's awesome, because I actually do have a fair amount of artifacts. Yeah, and I have Foundry. That's a really good pass. We'll definitely take that. There's that Possessed Gob. I wonder if that might come back. But yeah, I mean, yeah, again, the blue is the only color I feel good about. Like, none of these other colors are open, but Thopter Spy Network is great. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts, so I need to pick up, I guess 5 if you count Foundry. I want to pick up some of the Aeronauts and maybe play like a Veteran Sidearm or something like that, but this is going to end up being pretty good, I think. Well, there's a Veteran Sidearm. It's either that or Claustrophobia. I mean, sorry, Stratus Walk. I wish they were Claustrophobia. Yeah, this is a pretty unexciting pack. No black cards. A rare and a common missing. Yeah, I'll just take this Veteran Sidearm. Stratus Walk is a pretty sweet card, but in a deck full of flyers, it's kind of redundant. Might even wheel. I haven't played with Turn to Frog in this set at all. Maybe I take it too low. I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of dudes that get +1/+1 counters. Seems kind of bad. Wheel. Nothing very exciting here. I don't want to play 3 equipments in my deck. And I'm also not very creature heavy, so Sigil doesn't seem good. Negate for the sideboard doesn't seem good because I don't have enough playables yet. Like, I'm not playing these probably. So I either should just take Auramancer, and maybe I can actually get something back sometimes, like if I get some Scobs or a Maritime Guard, but yeah, I'll just take Auramancer. I need 3s. Alright, there's a Rune Servitor. That's pretty good. I do want more 2-drops, and I have my Thopter Spy Network to think of. I wouldn't hate having like a Deep Sea Terror or a Mighty Leap in this deck. Mighty Leap is pretty sweet with the Wyvern. But yeah, take the Servitor. Oh, where are all my flyers at? Maybe someone else's blue-white flyers. I'll take the Stratus Walk now. It is, as I said, redundant in a deck full of flyers, but it's also good with Thunderclap Wyvern. Like, just put a Stratus Walk on whatever, you know, a Water Courser, hit for 4 a turn in the air. Yeah, Calculated Dismissal is pretty bad. Again, don't need another Veteran Sidearm. I really do need to pick up a few more creatures, and that's perfect. I am a little heavy on 4s, but yeah, I mean, it's a flyer, it's a creature. Seems pretty good. Alright, sweet. Yeah, this Wingmare is pretty much just what I want. It's a little awkward because I am actually pretty spell heavy. But yeah, just 3s I need more of. Flyers I want more of. That's great. I would like to get an Artificer's Epiphany. I would probably play that in this deck because I have so many artifacts. But here I just want flyers. So I have 22 right now. I don't really want to play this Crowan Jailer guy. So I really don't want a second one. I have heavy infantry already. Might just take Maritime Guard to play in the sideboard or something. I could take Calculated Dismissal. I don't have many ways to interact, so I'll just take that. And another Bone to Ash, another Heavy Infantry, or whatever this card is. Bring that in against Chandra's Fury, I guess. I don't really care about Heavy Infantry. All these cards are pretty bad. I'll just take... There's a conceivable world in which I could have 2 Bone to Ashes in my deck. And I guess I'll take another Stratus Walk. I might play it. I might play a Maritime Guard. Ooh, this is tough. I think I just want the Epiphany. Yeah, Epiphany seems very good in this deck. I actually like that Serpent guy. I've been impressed with him. He's bigger than everything. 6 mana isn't the worst. I mean, he just like holds off Skysnare Spider. Completely outclasses Vastwood Gorger. He's a pretty good dude. Alright, so in deck building, we need to figure out sort of a cohesive plan here. So this is not a spell unless we want it to be. So obviously the plan is to like play out dudes, evasive dudes specifically, and beat down and out-tempo our opponents, like with disperses, slowing them down. How many artifacts do I have for this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just enough. 7 with Foundry. It's not going to be great in our deck. It's also awkward because this Rune Servitor trades off a good amount of the time. Interesting. So, I only have 14 creatures. Oh, this Screeching Sky was in the sideboard for some reason. I probably will play that. It's good with Auramancer. It's probably even better than Maritime Guard. I don't care to play that Jailer at all, actually. And even, like, I might want to play another Maritime Guard. I might want to play Bone to Ash main deck, depending on how bad my deck is. Hydrolash is a fine main deck card, especially if I'm trying to race. Don't want to play Calculated Dismissal, but it's an option. Yoked Ox is probably a good sideboard card. And a Crone Jailer is still an option too. So yeah, right now, curve is looking like early ground dudes, which is a little awkward because I'm not trying to get through on the ground. I don't have any combat tricks. So I want dudes that can block. So, you know, something like Screeching Scab might be expendable actually. Then a little bit of a anemic curve, and then Alhamerit on the top of the curve. It's kind of awkward. For removal, I have Flare, Meteorite, Claustrophobia, Disperse, Throwing Knife. So 5 removal spells is passable. Then I have Epiphany to draw cards, and Thopter Spy Network to draw cards. Stratus Walk works well with the Wyvern, and I have a lot of dudes that I want to take this guy. Like, putting this on Rune Servitor and trying to race seems great, because I really don't want to trade off this Servitor. So I'm okay playing 2 Stratus Walks. I can't cut any of my artifacts if I want to play Thopter. And 14 dudes, so I don't want to cut any dudes. So cuts could be... I don't want to cut removal either though, is the thing. So I could just cut 1 Stratus Walk. 2 Stratus Walk might be a little awkward. Although I do like having Auramancer shenanigans. That's just a nice little engine, drawing extra cards when you trade off a Stratus Walked creature. How many enchantments do I have? Yeah, I mean, I think Skob I play in this deck because of the Auramancer synergy. 4, that's whatever. Yeah. Do I like any of these cards? Like, Bone Dash, I don't think I need to play a main deck. I have, you know, the bare minimum interaction. This is probably going to be very good for me on the play. I'll just bring it in against any deck on the play, or big creature decks on the draw. It's nice to leave it up with Wyvern. If I had the Clash of Wills, I would play that. Hydrolash is worth a look, but I don't think it's better than any of those other cards, so... Yeah, I think I just need to cut one. I think this is built approximately right. And I'll probably just cut a Stratus Walk, just because I don't need it that bad. Where did I just put that Stratus Walk? Oh. Meteorite's not very good either, but it's removal and it powers up Spy Network, and it ramps towards Alpha Oh, Alpha removal too. Yeah, okay, so let's say I don't play the Stratus Walk. I do play Foundry. What does Moto want me to play in terms of lands? 6/10 can't be correct. 8/8 seems right. I have Celestial Flare, so... it is a little weird with Claustrophobia. Like, my mana's not very good in this deck, but I don't want to play 18. I have a lot of cantrips, so that'll help. Alright. Okay, I'm going to take one last look at this, yeah, see if this looks good. Alright, we will play first. This hand is terrible. Yeah. I don't really like this deck. This is not... Oh my god. I guess I gotta keep this. I don't really like this deck. I think blue-white is one of the best decks and best color combinations. And like, we have a plan, but... Terrible draw? Okay. Yeah, but this one didn't really come together that well. Like, I wish I just had more and better flyers. Alright, so we basically can't win this game. Yeah, mulligan into the two land off-color lands is pretty brutal. Luckily, he doesn't have the fastest draw, but he's just going to outvalue us really badly with that Starfish. I mean, we have a late game plan with flyers, but we have to draw some planes first. Oh my god. I'm gonna get completely destroyed. Well, sorry, this is not gonna be a very fun game one, but I'm definitely... There's no world in which I'm mulliganing that 6. Yeah, I mean, and we have to just let him go off with scrying and drawing with JSMD. So you put a card on top with this one, and you put a card on the bottom with the previous one. So whatever he kept on top, probably Void Mage. Oops. Yeah, well, this is going to be a real problem. Not much of a game, but what are you going to do? Yeah, generally in this format I think blue-white is very good. It's a fast format, and so the usual idea of like playing flyers seems a little weird because they're... Well, I'll trade. Seems like a weird attack with the Void Mage. Because flyers are usually a little more expensively costed. Yeah, I don't even want to show this guy my second color. I have 0% chance to win this game. I'll just keep playing because I get to see more of his deck. Yep. But yeah, sorry, so what I was saying is it seems weird to play overcosted evasive creatures because the undercosted 2/2s are so good, but you know, blue-white has access to plenty of its own 2/2s to just block. This was not much of a game. I guess he already knows my second color, and he knows I was a thought for Spy Network. Is there any chance I can draw out of this? If I draw land, I'll... Yeah, I mean... I guess I'll lock down the owl. Maybe I shouldn't show him I have claustrophobia because now he can bring in his caterpillars or whatever, but I don't know. I am at 15, that's not the worst. Maybe he just draws lands for the next 20 draws. He's playing 28 lands. Alright, now I'm dead. So, do I have anything I can draw? I mean, I guess I'm not blocking Rocks Maulers. Alright, that's enough. So, let's just write down what he has. 2 Void Mage. Thief. Just cards to play around. Maulers. Alright, sure. That's enough. Alright, so what do I want against his fairly tempo-y blue-green deck? Maritime Guard may be good at blocking thieves and tutus and is cheap. Bone to Ash on the play is probably okay. Something like a Necroan Jailer might not be the worst because of his Void Mage effects. I might not want or need this card draw. Meteorite also seems pretty bad, but I guess I saw stuff that it does kill. So I think I do want Bone to Ash, and maybe I'll take out Artificer's Epiphany. On the play, I do want to keep the Stratus Walk in. Artificer's Epiphany is pretty good in my deck, but I can't really set out an artifact. So I think that's going to be okay. I do want to keep all these. Screeching Scob is pretty bad against Jesting Thief. I guess I could set out Screeching Scob. And maybe I leave in Artificer's Epiphany. It's either that or I don't want a second Maritime Guard that bad. Necroan Jailer could be good. Yeah, I'll leave in this Epiphany. Yeah, 13 creatures is not really enough. I'll play this Jailer. That seems okay. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I like Jailer against Rocks Maulers. It just has an answer to the big green dudes. Alright, lands, spells, and I get the Wyvern Bone to Ash interaction. Pretty fantastic. Yeah, this deck isn't very good. His deck seems better than mine. So I am playing sealed, or I'm sorry, Swiss rather than 8/4s. I usually play 8/4s just because, in my experience, the competition it just seems a little better. In sealed, sometimes Swiss drafts, I sometimes see, like weird cards going later than they should. I don't need to leave Celestial Flare up. There's no haste creatures, and I don't necessarily want to tip him off. Pretty great. Great draw. So now I have committed to the board and I get to just leave up Wyvern Bone to Ash for the next couple turns. I think I want to save this Bone to Ash for something sweet. Okay, so I do just want to leave up Wyvern this turn. Chief of the Foundry, that's not a big problem. I could also play Servitor. I could attack, try and kill the chief, and play Servitor. I think that's better this turn. Like, leaving up Wyvern is better when I also get to leave up Bone to Ash. And he just took it, so that's good. So I just play this Servitor now and leave up Celestial Flare, and I'll use Celestial Flare if he attacks. I mean, I do like keeping Celestial Flare for like his Rock Maulers or whatever. Okay. Alright, so these are all good draws. I think at this point I don't really care about getting a damage. I'm just gonna pass in Thunderclap. Yeah, my hand is starting to look pretty good against basically anything he would do. Yeah, I mean, I could attack with Water Courser and try and trade it off or something, but yeah, no, it's not like I'm getting in damage. There's not much point in just trading Water Coursers. I'd rather leave up Bone to Ash. So do I care about Inspiring Air or not? You know, it is annoying in that it shuts down Thunderclap, but I don't think I care. I'm just gonna Thunderclap. I can attack into it. Oh, he has that Scout guy. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so I forgot about Sheath the Foundry. That's pretty annoying. So I can attack, he double blocks, and I can flare. That doesn't seem the greatest though, so I'll just sit back like... Well, I do want to leave up Bone Dash though, and I'm not hitting my land drops fast enough to do that. So this is interesting. It's actually kind of tough for him. Let's see if he lets me. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to attack with Thunderclap and then have to Celestial Flare. Here I do want to leave up Bone Dash, but then it starts getting a little annoying if he... Well, yeah, I mean, if he doesn't play anything, then neither one of us has played anything. He's not going to have any Flash guys. He could have Bounding Crisis, which is a way he could punish me. I mean, the other option there is playing out Ruined Servitor. Well, he played a non-creature, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, so we'll counter that. I'd like to be able to use Bone Dash on like a Rock Maulers, but here we go. The game, my friends, is afoot. Alright. So I have good blocks. I have 2 artifacts that you would have to kill. Aw, Caterpillar. That's no fun. Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't have played that Claustrophobia. Yikes. His deck is good. All this value. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm playing this game a little bit wrong. Like, I could have been getting in more attacks. Yeah, it stinks that I have this Flyers deck and he's a green deck, but he also just gets to have all these Flyers. Yeah, I don't have any attacks. I could Claustrophobia down something. But I think... Yeah, he has 3 cards in hand. Discarded... Why does he have this Foundry in his graveyard? Where did that come from? Oh, he took something with Towergeist and discarded the Foundry, so he has something sweet. Yeah, so I'm definitely saving this Claustrophobia, and I should save the Celestial Flare too. I can hold a land too. Yeah, I just... it's a board stall, like there's no attacks. So I could use the Claustrophobia plus Celestial Flare to open up Jeez. This is kind of a weird deck. Alright, well, this isn't the worst. So I'm probably flaring here and not blocking. If I can remove this chief, then that's going to be good for me. Let's just flare. Yeah, I mean, he's bringing the beats. Not going to trade. Yeah, like, I need this wyvern to power up my other flyers. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, okay. Okay. I can play Alhamerit. Well, those are both really good. You just had the best draw of all time. So can I beat Gaia's Revenge? Sure. I can just... Yeah, I can't let him have Void Mage. He also has more Void Mages in his deck. Gaia's Revenge, worst comes to worst, I can just, like, triple block it. Which is not great, but... Yeah. You can't have that Void Mage. Because he can just Void Mage my Alhamerit, and I'm taking 1 billion. So this sucks, though. Like, I probably have to... Well, he actually doesn't have great attacks. Like, if he attacks with Gaia's Revenge, no problem. I can either just take 8 and try and trade Water Courser for it. Yeah, so I think I'll just trade these Rune Servitors for... Or maybe just take 8 and trade Water Courser for it next turn. Oh, I can't do that? Yeah. I can trade a Water Courser and a Servitor for it next turn. Maybe I'll just chump with the Servitor. That seems fine. And then next turn I can, like, trade. Okay, so next turn I can... Next attack step I can trade Maritime Guard plus Water Courser if I want. So do I have an attack with any of these cards? No, still don't. Still don't have an attack with Alhamerit, so... I could Claustrophobia something, but I still don't think that's right. He still has this Vial in play, too. Alright, so I guess the plan is just outdraw him here. Doesn't seem the most promising. Okay, I don't think he saw that that was feasible. Or maybe he just wanted to take his 2-for-1. Alright, so now this Charging Griffin can probably do a pretty good job of starting to get in there next turn. Tax is a 4-4, so I can kind of like force a 2-for-1 to happen. Also, if I draw like a Disperse to disperse the Chief the Foundry, I might be able to get a nice tempo play. Well, that's a good one. That could be one to Claustrophobia. Because given that my plan is to outdraw him. Alright, well that's sweet too. Let's attack. Let's see if he lets us attack. Yeah, I mean if he just trades off a Thopter and a Tower Geist for this, then that's fine by me. Maybe I should have Claustrophobia a flyer pre-combat. Alright, so I do think I want to Claustrophobia this turn. And maybe I just want to do it on like a Tower Geist and start trying to race. Yeah, because then, so this guy attacks as a 3/2. That doesn't seem the greatest. It's not even that relevant. Yeah, maybe just the starfish is fine. I think I do want to claustrophobia the starfish. It's a little bit of a weird play, but you know, starfish is a sick card and it's kind of a board stall. You could make an argument that it's not a board stall because I'm able to attack, but like he can just trade off with that griffin whenever he wants. I don't think he has a lot of great attacks. Yeah. I mean, so attacking with griffin here is tough. I guess maybe I attack with both. So, well, yeah, I don't have an attack with Vryn Wingmare because he can just trade one aeronaut for it. My attack with Charging Griffin is still okay because if he trades two, then I can start getting with Alhemerit probably. Okay, yeah. That's fine. I don't think I think I'll just play this Plains out. Like, given that there's a Vryn Wingmare in play, it seems okay. Well, this Thunderclap Wyvern is doing good work right now. He's drawing lands. Alright, so let's get in the same attack. Stratuswalk would be a pretty sweet draw. So I don't have many ways to kill this chief, so let's just do that. I'll take my like 1.5/1. The point here isn't getting like value, it's just having board dominance in the skies. Like, so maybe now I can start attacking with Alhemerit. In fact, I think so, like, because I don't mind trading off my other non-Alhemerit flyers. I do have to be... Oh, that's so good. Okay, so now game plan changes. I just get back my Thopter Spy Network and take it nice and easy. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to outgrind him now. Yeah, I mean, there may still be attacks to be made, but... Well, okay, so let's see. So this Thopter trades off, but I don't really want to block. Vryn Wingmare trades... Yeah, maybe I just attack with Vryn Wingmare. Can I attack with both of these guys? No, I don't want to attack with that guy. So, Vryn Wingmare I'll trade for Towergeist. That seems fine. Okay. And a Crow and Jailer will start being pretty sweet now. Alright, well, I drew pretty well. Yeah, that Oromancer is pretty good. Like, I like Oromancer in blue-white. Pretty decent draw. So I'll just tap something, tap a flyer with a Crow and Jailer and attack next turn. Actually, I can still attack with Vryn Wingmare right now. And trade it for anything. I'm not sure why he's not blocking. I guess he needs to be able to block my Thopters. Maybe, what, does he have like some bomb he's digging toward? Oh, I should have tapped something. That was pretty stupid. mean, I'm just gonna block with this Guardian Automaton. If he has a trick, he should not be using it here. Yeah, this is stupid to not use as a Corone Jailer. Definitely should have done that. So now I can use this Veteran Sidearm, equip something. I'm still not attacking with Alhamerit. I'll equip here. I don't know. I'm not really sure about these attacks, but. Yeah, maybe I should use a Corone Jailer during my Declare Attacker step. Yeah, this seems fine. Just tap a dude down. I'm not really sure. I'm not playing very well here. I'm just kind of trying not to use much clock, and I'm really far ahead. Like, what I'm trying to do is avoid having a trick blow me out. So, like, maybe equipping to here with that, because if he has a trick, it's going to die anyway. Yeah, I mean, I can't lose this game, so. Aerial Volley is worth knowing about. I wouldn't have shown me that. Yeah, but that's really good against my deck. Okay, well, Alhamerit proved his worth. Alright. Yeah, I played the last part of this game quite sloppily, but mostly I'm just trying to save clock. We have to go to a game 3. So he's thinking hard. Okay, he conceded. Alright, so he's like Gaia's Revenge, Void Mage's Thief, Mauler's Aerial Volley. I didn't see any combat tricks. So on the draw, something like Yoke Dox could be okay. Jailer was good that game. Bone Dash is worse, but I think I still want. Ooh, it's bad against Gaia's Revenge. Maybe that sucks. Epiphany could still be okay. Yeah, Gaia's Revenge can't be countered, right? Yeah, that's the whole point, right? Okay. So that Bone Dash seems pretty bad. Like, the only good thing to counter is Rocks Maulers. Yoke Dox seems a little dicey since he has a lot of flyers. I guess Epiphany in, Bone to Ash out. Stratus Walk seems like it has a lot of utility, actually. But I'm not too worried about playing that card. I don't really want more Maritime Guards or Screeching Scabs. A Corone Jailer could be kind of bad, like if he has a Jessian Thief draw. But, again, it deals with flyers. Does this deal with Gaia's Revenge? I don't know what this card does. Yeah, I can't target Gaia's Revenge. So, yeah, I think I'll leave it that way, though. The Jailer was good that game. Alright, that's a sweet one. He kept on 7-2. The nice thing is that his deck isn't super fast. Clashed here. No, okay. So then next turn, like, it's probably going to be a very reasonable play to Claustrophobia his play and just try and have an aggro draw. And a Crone Jailer can become a removal spell to just bash for 3 a turn with Token Freeblade. Like if he has Jessian Thief, or even Sigiled Starfish, I think I will. Okay, well, he didn't have anything. So here I'll just play and equip Veteran Sidearm. Maybe I should have equipped it to Token Freeblade. It's very possible that was bad. My idea was it's like diversifying my threats. Yeah, that ended up being pretty bad. Because now I could attack with... Well, I can still attack with Freeblade. Yeah, never mind. So, yeah, let's just attack with Freeblade and play Griffin. Freeblade is so good. Sometimes I think that's like the 3rd best common in the set. Better than Suppression Bonds, Wild Instincts. I think the 2 best are the red and black removal spells, Reeve Soul and Fire Impulse. But this card is just so good. Okay. So now he's going to try and trade off that Water Courser. Which he can. So I think I just want to Claustrophobia that guy now. He's stuck on mana. Like, it theoretically would be nice to, oh shit, I should have equipped again, I'm so bad. It would be nice to get to play out that Guardian. Oh, your Void Mage is pretty nice here. Okay, well, that's a good draw. Don't want to trade my Jailer for a random 2/2. Yeah, I mean, he got had a weird draw. He stuck on lands and he didn't have early plays. Kind of strange. What else do I need to be careful of here? Maulers would be pretty good. Guy's Revenge, second Void Mage would be... For the most part, this Thopter Spy Network is going to get it done. It's pretty good. So now I probably want to equip to Freeblade and attack. Yeah, equip to Freeblade and tap a guy and attack. Yeah, I made some mistakes this game. Like, I should have had this Veteran Sidearm on the Token Freeblade more than I did. Right, like, if I didn't have to equip, I could play Automaton this turn, which would be totally huge. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not, like, out of the game either. He's a good deck. I feel like I got a little lucky if I win here, though. Like, his draw was very slow. So he kept something better than Jessian Thief. I guess he's pretty far behind, so Thief isn't great. Could be a removal spell. Fatty. But it's going to be hard for him to hold back my Token Freeblade. What's nice is I can play the 3/3 and tap a guy next turn. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty sweet, but eventually you're just going to die to flyers. Okay, okay. Legit. But I'm going to get a free draw here by tapping this flyer, and then I can just keep tapping the flyer the rest of the game. Also, if he spends a turn killing my Thopter Spy Network, like, it's kind of fine by me. Like, I'm definitely just drawing a card here. and then like seeing what happens. I'm not gonna equip. Okay, throwing knife is pretty powerful. I guess I just want to run out my 3/3. It seems like a pretty good attacker right now. Or I could put out Free Blade and Servitor. Now I'll run out. It's tough actually. So next turn I'm also gonna have 4 mana available, which I'll likely use for throwing knife. Yeah. So 2 dudes versus all his 2/2s. Yeah, the 3/3 is better. Yeah, so those Void Mages are a lot worse. Like, I kind of like my plan of siding in, like, smaller guys. It does make those Void Mages worse. Tower Geist has been very impressive, though. I wouldn't mind having some of those for my deck. Yeah, it's tough for him to get out of this. So he kind of has to kill my Thopter by Network. And then he has 3 mana left to play like a Water Courser, I guess. Harbinger. I would have probably killed a Thopter. Alright, that's a pretty good draw. So I think I want a Throwing Knife definitely to kill the Flyer. And then, so I'm attacking, killing the Tower Geist. Then I can play this Jailer post-combat and disperse something. There's nothing here I really particularly want to disperse. So I'm probably just playing the Jailer in a 2-drop post-combat. So do I attack with the Guardian Automaton? No, I don't think so. I could have equipped, but the Veteran Sidearm. But I definitely want to play out this Jailer, and then I think it's better to just use my mana to play out like another creature. And I want to do the Free Blade, not the Servitor, because if you can kill the Servitor, like I don't want him to draw some sweet thing. Alright, well, we had a pretty good draw this game. I guess technically it's not over. You could have Aeronaut. But I mean, I just disperse something, tap something. You'd have to have Aeronaut and a way to kill both Thopters. Yeah, he's dead. Bouncing the Void Mage was weird. He probably should have. I mean, bouncing the Jailer was weird. He probably should have bounced a Thopter. But yeah, so there's the Aeronaut. If he has another Aerial Volley, then that would be okay. So I can tap a guy. I probably just Meteorite and disperse. I could have tapped. I guess that's safer because now a trick can save him. But I mean, I still have disperse. It's just. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to equip here. I guess I'm supposed to play around disperse, which equipping is irrelevant. So, I guess I attack with everything. Yeah, I just attack with everything. Right, because if he has like, yeah. Okay, turn frog.
Yeah, so this is why he attacked with everything. It didn't matter. He just wanted to get some blocks in. Alright, well, on to round. Alright, so we've lost the roll here and are rewarded with another one-lander. This one's a little closer because I have... I have good cards. Like if I just draw island off the top, this hand is really hard to beat. If I miss a land drop, then I still... Yeah, I'd have to miss 2 to really enter. I think actually this is close to keepable. I don't know. Let me know in the comments how greedy this is. It's pretty bad. Like, this might be worse than... It's definitely better than the average 5. I don't know if it's better than the average 6. Alright, rewarded. So yeah, now my hand is sweet. Like, I can either choose to play the Servitor first or the Freeblade first. Black, red... Good chance whatever I play is gonna die. Okay, look how good I am at Magic. So... It's not super likely that I get to connect with this Freeblade, but I think I still just Freeblade here. Because I don't really need the Servitor trigger anymore. And just having this on the board is the right. Like, if he happens to not have a creature here, then this is great. And if he kills it, you know, no big deal. If I draw an island, I can get a Freeblade trigger potentially. Yeah, I would love to Claustrophobia that guy. Worth noting that Claustrophobiaing that dude against a red-black deck is a little sketchy. But what are you gonna do? So, yeah, now we're just gonna play the Rune Servitor and pass. Next turn I can potentially throwing knife something. It's gonna be hard to avoid Deadbridge Shaman damage here. Yeah, island would have been nice. I'll take 3 from Deadbridge if he attacks. Because whenever I draw an island, like, bouncing... Or I guess even next turn I get to Void Mage something. And potentially get in. Like, if he doesn't have a creature here, or if he attacks, that would be pretty good too. Yeah, if he attacks, then that's good for me. Ooh, Bonded Construct. Brutal. Okay, so we're settling in for a long game. Well, that's actually a good draw. I don't have any cool throwing knife attacks, and Void Mage seems kind of poopy here. Maritime Guard is very nice because it just blocks that Bonded Construct and attacks into the Bonded Construct. So if I play Void Mage throwing knife, yeah, I don't like any of my attacks. I kind of just want to... Actually, I want to keep one of these 2-drops so next turn I can potentially play Claustrophobia plus a card. So let's Void Mage. Or actually, let's Automaton. I like that. That's a pretty good blocker. Rune Servitor is awkward against Deadbridge Shaman. It's like, it makes it so much more likely that he's able to get value. Like, my game plan, hopefully, is to just barf out my hand. Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean... this deck is just so strong. Well, that's kind of a weird attack. So... I mean, the easiest block is just to block here, but I take 7 if I do that. It doesn't seem great. I could double block the Husk, but that's terrible. I could just block Servitor on the Husk. and Guardian Automaton here, but then he kind of 3-for-1s me. It's a pretty good attack. I don't love taking 7. This is going to be tough. So he has 2 cards in hand, so I probably just want to preserve my life total. So maybe I'll just block. Maybe. Is it possible I just want to trade off the Automaton? What am I Void Maging next turn? I kind of want to Void Mage the Shaman. I kind of want Automaton to stay alive. Okay, so let's block Servitor here and Automaton here. And he gets to kind of 3-for-1 me. But I'm only taking 3, so that's something, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, this is not like a great turn for me, but you know, Enthralling Victor and Nantuko Husk is right. It's like you get a Flametongue Kavu. It's really good. Blech. Lands would be nice. So I think I just wanted to Void Mage the Shaman here. Tough. I could also play Scob Guard. Scob does a good job of blocking, so does Guard. Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough mana to do that. Alright, we'll Void Mage. Yeah, I really need an island here. And I could bounce this Husk, that might be a little safer. Yeah. That just makes, like, his Act of Treasons and whatever next turn much worse. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is that I'm a very high life total, and we're even on cards, I guess. He's more likely to flood out than me. But, I mean, this Shaman is going to be pretty sweet. I would like something that can stonewall the Shaman. That's what I really want. Okay, well, I don't hate that. It seems like a waste of a Reefs. Yeah, I mean, maybe having the Enthralling Victor on the battlefield is a safer place for being in the graveyard if he has, like, Macabre Waltzes and stuff, but... Okay, well, it would be nice, theoretically, to draw, lands at some point. That would be good. But I'm still not dead or anything. The high life total helps. I don't think this throwing knife is doing anything great anytime soon. I guess it makes my Epiphanies better. I can trade off this Wing Mare at some point if I draw another land. Alright, so he's going full on Hagro. 2 Enthralling Victors. That seems very powerful. Okay, well, his deck is really good. Taking 9 this turn, if he, yeah. There's 6. Well, that's good. Okay, so... yeah, this is actually tough. Okay, so I'd like to just Claustrophobia something, but then I can't play blocker, so I think I just need to play a Scob and Wingmare. Yeah, I mean, that's the only way to just not instantly die. Middle Plains Servitor. Yeah, I mean, I just need a way to not take a billion. So next turn I can block Bonded Construct and Victor. Oh yeah, I'm just dead. I was dead anyway. Okay, well, all those enthralling victories are pretty sweet. Reeve Soul. 2 victors. Vile. I like to write down like his ways to interact. Alright, so Hydrolash probably could be okay, although it's actually very bad against an Antuco Husk. On the play, like Maritime Guard seems pretty good. On the play, I could get one of these counterspells. Yoked seems mediocre. Crowan Jailer actually could be good to tap down his big dude, his Husk. Okay, so those are cards I could bring in. Almerit is pretty slow. Thopter Spy Network is honestly pretty slow, and like these equipments are really bad. Actually, the equipments are okay against enthralling victors. This deck is good against my deck. Meteorite's pretty slow. So I could like take out the Spy Network package. And bring in like just defensive cards. And then my plan is to win the game with flyers. That actually seems fine. On the play, it's more likely right. The Spy Network package is likely to be okay. Yeah, maybe on the draw I'll try this out. I do think Jailer could be fine. Maybe I'll take out a Stratus Walk. I'm not sure, but I ran out of time, sort of. Yeah, I want Disperse. I want all these removal spells. Claustrophobia kind of sucks, but it's like a good card. Yeah. 0 Stratus Walks feels a little weird, but I didn't have any flyers, and I have enough flyers to like get the job done. Seems okay. Yeah, Jailer can be good. Like, ways to deal with big creatures. Alright, these are spells. I like how my one-lander ended up being like a totally sweet draw, and I still got completely run over. It's like cosmic punishment. Aggro. Oh, okay, so Maritime Guard, get her done. I guess Celestial Flare might actually really suck here, because he can just sack my guys when he steals them. Land. Alright. I'll play this Cleric. I definitely want to save Claustrophobia for a Husk or similar. Yeah, I mean, I have a game plan here, which is get to 5 mana and then have some card advantage. I'll Claustrophobia that guy if I don't draw something better. And I think I'll attack here with a Cleric. I would rather just not have a bunch of creatures on the board. And I'm winning the race. Yeah. Alright, well, there's the Husk problem. It's gonna be hard to kill that guy with a flare, too. Blech. Alright, so it's also so awkward against claustrophobia. I'll just play this guy and pass. So am I blocking Husk? I don't think so. I'm trying to think if I want to attack. Getting in one obviously is pretty worthless, but yeah, I mean, he just has a free block, obviously. That's not even a consideration. I could also play Auramancer just to try and use my mana a little better, but, like, I'm constrained on white mana anyway. Yep. So anytime he draws and throwing victors, I'm just boned at this point. Yeah, I need to really side out Celestial Flare if I win this game. It's really bad. And my actually there would have been really good, but against his best draws is terrible because I'm just sacking my own creature. That was weird. Why would you do that then? I think I'm gonna see if I can get him with Celestial Flare. Like if he just attacked with Husk last time. Nah, alright. I'm still gonna Celestial Flare. Just because I need to better use it on his creatures than mine, but and actually I could well, no, he's gonna have more creatures, so the Meteorite's never gonna probably kill an Antuco Husk. I was thinking is I could block with Maritime Guard, bait him into sacking the Crowan Sergeant, and then Meteorite the Husk. But he's very likely to have like a 2-drop here. Read the Bones is pretty good. Oh, this is sweet, because when he sacks a Crowan Sergeant, I just get to get back the Claustrophobia with the Auramancer. I really would like a land this turn. Well, that's not the worst. So I'll attack here. And with the intention of playing Thunderclap Wyvern. I'm not going to block, I don't think. That's a weird no attack. I guess he doesn't. Yeah, I have no idea why he wouldn't attack. Maybe he clicked through it. Alright, Disperse is pretty good. So let's just get in some attacks and then I can block, and if he goes in on the Husk, I can Disperse. I'm fine just holding off on these 3 cards until I can get my value out of them. Also, Disperse is a good card to discard to Deadbridge Shaman, should that necessity arise. Seems kind of like he's flooding out too. What did he do with Read the Bones? Bottom, top. So who knows what he kept? He may have kept the Shaman. That's a very aggressive use of that. Yeah, I'm not going to Disperse. Maybe I'll Disperse that. Yeah, I mean, if I don't draw the land next turn, then, like, that would feel really bad. And I get to deny him a Scry, which is pretty sweet. Alright, that's a good draw. So now I can just Meteorite. Yeah, I'll just do this pre-combat. I'm going to Meteorite the Husk. Force him to sack the Crowan Sergeant. and then next turn I can like Auramancer and maybe play Claustrophobia. No attacks, because I'm getting some pretty decent blocks here. I'll take 3 from Deadbridge Shaman and just block Husk. If he wants to trade here, that's fine. Just soak up some damage. I'm okay with that. That's also whatever. Like, better to get it out now than later. Maritime Guard is pretty expendable. So the question is if I can oh, I have enough mana to. Do I Claustrophobia the Deadbridge Shaman? Probably so. No, I'll just Claustrophobia the Husk. Yeah, like, Deadbridge Shaman is going to force me to discard this Plains anyway, and just get the Husk dead, you know? So now I've mitigated the damage Deadbridge Shaman's going to cause. I have Epiphany, start rebuilding. That is so aggressive. Strange attack. Oh yeah, he still has the Husk. I get it. Okay, so I'm still okay here. Let's Epiphany. Just see what I draw. I'm very likely to just play this Wyvern. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hurting here. But so play the Wyvern over the Watercourser because it avoids getting a Reeve sold. Oh, did I forget to? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I accidentally clicked through. Obviously, I did not mean to do that. That was weird. Also, this was supposed to be a, not an 8/4 that I knew of. Why do I get these cards? What is this? I'm playing, oh, I played a 4-3-2-2 single limb draft. Alright, well, where's the Swiss? Pack per win Swiss? Well, anyway, sorry guys, that was obviously suboptimal. Yeah, so what happened there was I just meant to flash in Wyvern during the clear attacker step, then go to blocks and block the Shambling Ghoul, but instead I just clicked through. Moto problem. Yeah, so that deck was very good. Like, I'm pretty likely to lose from that spot anyway. But yeah, this deck is not great. I would like to have replaced, you know, some of these bad two drops with good 2-drops, and maybe have like one more powerful card. But yeah, the draft was pretty interesting, and the games were maybe a little less interesting. Sorry for the misplay. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll probably be putting up another one as well. So see you next time.